Greetings, dear sir/ma'am. I do hope this email finds you before I do. With great greetings. Anyway, I matched with you on a dating profile the other week, and I would like to let you know that I am now in possession of your juicy, succulent feet pictures. And I intend to send them to every person you know that I know that you know, which I totally know, which is like your workplace and friends. I believe that you do have friends. If you don't send me $10,000 right now, I would also like you to know that I have full access to your bank account. And then you ask, like, why are you asking me to send you money? Well, I promise I have access to all your send me money right now, or feet pics go everywhere. Everyone loves feet pics. Oh, sorry, I don't think I'm a good scammer. Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lasses. Welcome to the click. You smell absolutely unhinged today, but like in a good way, which is a beautiful smell because you smell beautiful today, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Did you think that intro was unhinged? Oh, my sweet summer child. You ain't seen nothing yet. Scams are very common nowadays. You get scams on your phone, you get scams on text messages, sometimes even scams in person or on dating apps or your elderly family members. It is literally everywhere. So I decided to go through the subreddit r/scams, which features some of the most rambunctious, most common, and also kind of funniest scams that are out there, both for awareness and for a good laugh. So I do hope you're here for this, looking through the most unhinged scams that I could find on the internet. Enjoy. Mwah. Like, unironically, I think this is good to talk about because scammers are so incredibly common nowadays, and just being aware of the most common scamming strategies can help you avoid it like 99% of the time. Let's get into it, shall we? r/scams. Met someone on a dating app, she sends me nudes, and then committed the game over. And now police and our dad are calling me. Is this a scam? Story. Matched with someone on Hinge. Passed like 3 to 4 messages before she suggested to share numbers. Within a day of just a few texts, she sends me her nude pictures without even me mentioning it. Asked for my pictures, I just sent a half-face selfie. Yeah, that's a good call. That's the other half of the scam. We exchange about 10 more texts for one more day before she suddenly disappears. And after about 15 hours, I get a call from police saying, "Did you know someone named Emily? She was a minor, and she committed the game over after her parents saw your text and they had a fight." Yeah, this seems kind of shady, right? Okay, yeah, why would the police be calling some random match on Hinge she never even met? I ask him, how can I confirm he is actually police? And he just says which department he is with and his badge number, but it was so fast I couldn't understand anything. And then he says her dad is going to call me now. Wait, no, that's something police is never gonna do. The police officers are gonna be, yeah, her dad is gonna call you now because he wants to talk to random people she matched with. No way. That's not how police investigations work. And then he says her dad is going to call me now. I should pick up since her mom is threatening for charges since she was a minor. After 5 minutes, her dad called and spoke in accent which I couldn't understand anything. Afterwards, I again received 2 calls from her dad which I did not pick up. Signs that it is a scam. The entire story? All the numbers are from different regions. Emily from North Dakota, police from CA, dad from NC. Yeah, that's kind of a giveaway. They couldn't even like spoof the numbers. Okay, that's kind of low effort. The police officer did speak like he could be one, which spooked me a bit. Yeah, that's sort of how they get you. They will try to make it seem like a very serious emergency situation, because if they can convince you the situation is very time sensitive and it's an emergency, you're more likely to commit errors. This is, for example, very common with banking schemes, when someone will call you and say like, "Oh my god, they're draining your account right now, you need to type in your access code," and then you'll panic and not think twice and do it, but in fact the person on your phone is the actual scammer and no one has actually hacked your account yet. Anyway, let's continue with this specific story. What would you suggest for me to do now? Block every number and move on? If there's any chance this was a real story, did I do something wrong, apart from being stupid? She mentioned 22 as her age on Hinge, which I took a screenshot of as soon as she sent her nude pictures. Update, thank you for the replies and messages. I do realize it's a scam, and I am not worried. Blocked all of the numbers. No chance this isn't a scam. Police don't call you to order you to talk to the victim's family members. That's the last thing they would do. Real soon the father is going to demand you to pay money to restore his daughter's honor. Or the cop is going to ask you to demand to pay a fine via Steam gift cards. It's all a scam. Block everyone involved and move on. Yeah, that's something I've seen a lot. People pretending to be police will be like, we will make this go away if you just send us $3,000 on frickin' PayPal, you know? But what they're banking on is just to get people to panic, you know? Oh my god, $3,000 versus being on the line for this charge with someone who was a minor and also offed themselves. Like, of course, it makes people panic. But very few situations like this that can happen in real life are that time sensitive. That's something to keep in mind. Don't let anyone stress you about decisions. And that's actually a good piece of advice in life in general. This goes for like advisors or investments or stuff like this. Never let anyone rush you. Because very often, even if it's not as nefarious as this, people very often bank on a FOMO or like a crisis scenario being built up, which you shouldn't buy into. Found these in my checked baggage after an international flight from Asia to USA. They are not mine. What do I do? Oh, it's a couple of random USB sticks someone slipped into his bag. This is that kind of thing where you really shouldn't let the curiosity get the better of you. I mean, you really want to check what's on them, but this is gonna blow up your computer or steal your information for sure. Do not put this in your device. If they just showed up in your suitcase, they could be a USB drop attack or a USB rubber duck on your devices. They may be no more than simple USB drives, but may have sinister functionality like stealing your data and secrets, or might be stalking a PC virus. Either way, throw these things away if you don't recognize it. Yeah, stuff like this can also be programmed to auto-run when you plug them in. If you're gonna be curious, at least use an old throwaway factory reset laptop or something like that, you know, that would go to the trash anyway. But, yeah, no, I wouldn't use this. I would snap him and toss them in the trash. God, that's too risky. Random person sent me $400 and asked for it back when I responded. Is this a scam? $400 Cash App? Who is this? It's Bill. Here's my number. I think you sent this money to the wrong number. I would appreciate it if you would return the $400. How do I know this isn't a scam? You got $400 from me from Apple Pay. Somehow Apple Pay linked this number to another person's name. That's not how any of this works. I sent the $400 to this number. It can't be scam because you actually have the $400 in your Apple Pay account. Okay, no, they're gonna reverse the payment. So if you send the money to them, they're gonna keep that money and then reverse the initial payment. That's how they get you with a scam. It's really nasty. Check your Apple Pay account. Please contact your bank to dispute it. I don't interact with money with numbers I do not know. That is really smart because you can't actually dispute wrongful payments like this. You know, this is part of the scam. The $400 is actually in your account. You have it. Please check and verify that you already have it. It can't be a scam if you already have the extra $400 in your account. Well, it can, and you being so pushy about convincing otherwise and not going the proper route of just disputing the payment is like a dead giveaway. People being this pushy and reassuring, always scammers, 100% of the time. It has been sent to you. There is nothing my bank will be able to do about it. Me when I lie. Who did you think you were sending money to? Joe? Oh, that'd be funny if you actually were able to look up the number and see if there's anyone even called Joe linked to it. Odds are, there isn't. You sent money to a number without checking who it was going to first. For some reason, your number showed up under his name in my Apple Pay account. Sorry, but please contact Apple support or your bank to dispute it. It should take the money out of my account if you file a claim. Your number showed up under his name in Apple Pay account. I have no idea how it would be their case. I had no reason to check it. You have the money. You know it is not a scam. You know, apart from the detail that it is. Dear God! You did this perfect. Do not send them any money. Anything you send them, they will receive, and the $400 will be pulled from your account after. I have seen a similar scam a couple of times when people go through, for example, the drive-thru and they pay with a card, but then they demand to get reimbursed in cash because they make up some scenario about the food being wrong or something like that, and not like reimbursing on the actual card they pay with, which of course most businesses won't agree to, but sometimes they manage to convince like a young stressed out cashier to do this, which is also a scam because they're either paid with something that is going to bounce or they're going to reverse the payment and then get cash out of the register and free food as well. Very, very nasty indeed. Spot the difference. MyBankToYou.com is not the same as MyBankToYou.com. Citibank.com is not the same as Citibank.com. The first one is correct, the second one is from hackers. Okay, let's take a look and zoom in on these two. So these are the two addresses. Oh, I saw it. I see it. Can you see? Let me know in the comments if you actually notice the difference. Should I spoil it? Let's spoil it. The A in the latter URL is Cyrillic alphabet. An average internet user can easily fall for this. Be careful for every mail requiring you to click on a link. Please stay alert. That is so sneaky. Usually what they do is like replace a letter that looks the same. Like, you know, a small capital L with a big I or something like that. That's like a very common thing. But this is actually wild because this isn't something you would even catch when reading it. Like your brain just, you know, goes to an A unless you saw them side by side. You literally wouldn't notice. That is kind of scary. I didn't notice at first. Only 50 spots left on Beastie.mom. Mr. Beast is giving away 10,000 iPhones for $2 in his biggest giveaway. Click here for Beastie Mom. I am so surprised YouTube hasn't done anything about this because the keywords are so obvious, man. You should be able to ban all these Mr. Beam scam ads with like one click. One click, get it? Like, it's so easy. YouTube, you need to make videos that are ad-friendly, so no swearing, violence, or naughty talk. The ads... literally scams or porn! Whoa! Yeah, most of the ads I personally get on YouTube nowadays, I'm not sure if it's my algorithm just gone bananas or something, but it's either Mr. Beast scams, or it's like really mobile games. And it's always the same mobile game that you know is a false advertising. Those are like the main things I get on my YouTube as ads. And at the same time, you have to be like, ooh, censor every little swear word and be so careful. Oh my god, you can't mention the word because, my god, those advertisers that make these porn mobile scam games for kids are gonna be so offended and you're gonna be demoted. The YouTube monetization system is borderline of scam. Okay, let's go on with the video before I get too personal about this. Hello? Hi. From OfferUp, okay? Hi, I don't do video calls. Can you send me the video, please? Okay, here's the video of the phone. That's the video, okay? Hello? Do you got the video? What about the sound? Okay, how do you want the shipment, through FedEx or UPS? What about the sound? Okay. Hey, what's your favorite color? Yes. Where is the sound of the video? That looks like a YouTube video. I don't have time for this. Goodbye. What do you mean, bro? It's not a YouTube video. Send me the video with the sound on then. Oh, let me send you another one, okay? Here's another video of the phone. Those are not the same hands even. That's my son's hands. Ooh, okay? I am reporting. What do you mean? Hey! Huh? Do you still interested in the phone or not? No. Why? Cause you're a scammer. I understand you, and I can't force you to trust me, but all I is I will never lie to you or try to toy with your feelings. They sound like a toxic frat boy trying to get someone in bed. This is amazing. The Bible teaches a lot of lessons. Oh no, not my local scammer trademark trying to lecture me about Bible verses about emotions. There is no way. Do unto other what you want them to do unto you. Yeah, get them into iPhone scams on eBay. Great. Matthew 7:12. I have no bad intentions and I'm very honest with you. And because there are some bad eggs out there doesn't mean everyone is bad. Do not mock God. I'm very in tune with him and he said to not go forth with his transaction. It is too scammy. Oof. Do you know I have your address and your cell phone number and your name right here with me? And it will take me nothing to come down there and gun you down and everyone in your family. Random picture I found of a pew-pew in a box on Google. About as threatening as those random Googled videos you have on your phone. Are there gonna be two different hands in this video too? I am going to find you and, off you and your family today. Oh my god, that's such a freaking 180. Hey man, I know there are bad apples out there, alright? But as God says in the Bible, thou shalt do unto your neighbor as you want done unto you. That's why if you don't believe my phone scam, I'll come to your house and I'll shoot everyone. You know when you play good cop, bad cop, or good scammer, bad scammer, I suppose, or something like that? If both roles are played by the same person, it typically doesn't work that well. God damn. I mean, to be fair, to put anyone at ease when they receive stuff like this, odds that they are even in the same country as you is pretty low. I actually got a threat like this, but over voice. on a scam call. I had a random number, a hidden number. I usually don't pick them up on my phone, but I was just distracted and I picked it up. And it was someone who said I owe them money in like an accent, but still in Swedish. And that makes it a little bit like, sure, I can see people internationally learning English to call random countries to scam, but Swedish is kind of niche, yo. So I said like, no, of course I don't owe you money. What are you talking about? And they instantly got super aggressive, saying how they're gonna find me and shoot me and all this kind of stuff. It was kind of wild. So I called the cops about it, and I was kind of disappointed with the police, to be honest. First I called a non-emergency number, and they had me on hold for 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I got connected to like some 19-year-old intern or something. She was super nice, but not really anyone that could help me or give me any information about what to do. So then I called an emergency number, and I got to a more senior officer, and the first thing he told me is like, we're not gonna send anyone. Like, okay, I didn't ask, but thanks for letting me know you're not gonna help. That's great. And I pushed them pretty hard, because what I wanted to know is like, is this a report that is common? Like, because usually scams go very word by word, right? So is this actually like a disgruntled drug dealer who literally thinks I owe him money? Or is this just like a scammer and you have had 100 police reports about it in the last week? And they did not want to answer. The police did not want to answer. And I'm like, look, this is just to get a risk analysis. Should I take my family and go to the countryside while this blows over? Or is it just a phone scam? I need you to work with me here. And they refused to give me any kind of information, which pissed me off, because who exactly are you protecting? That sucked so bad. And the police then told me, hey, just trust the system. We're gonna have a report in your mailbox in 48 hours. And I replied to the police that, yeah, I'm not distrusting your bureaucracy here, but my point is that a report in paper form in my mailbox is not gonna help me or my family if there is some crazy dude with a gun knocking at my door at 3 a.m. But they didn't give me any more information, so I decided to skedaddle for a bit, and I did my own investigation instead. So, if you didn't know, hidden numbers are only client-side. If you call your phone company, you can actually get those hidden numbers. You can get like a full receipt of everyone who's called you. So I did that with my phone company, cost like $50 to do, and then I managed to figure out that this was just a spam caller. Because that number, before it was hidden, appears all over forums and stuff online of people having the exact same script used against them. But that wasn't thanks to the police. Oh yeah, and the police also dropped the case before I even found out the number from my phone company. So much for them taking it seriously, I guess. So that's absolutely wild. That is absolutely wild. Kind of wild little story, but like, it's good to do your own detective work sometimes just to figure out if something is like an actual risk or if it's just part of a bigger scam. Because a lot of scammers will be pretty aggressive just to get you to panic and do something stupid. So, yippee, what a beautiful world. I got scammed in China, and I liked it. A little while ago, I was in Shanghai for a work visit. Having some free time, I decided to walk on the Bund, the touristy boardwalk with a beautiful view of the city. While I was there, a woman approached me and asked me to help take a picture. No problem. Then she wanted to practice her English with me. I was alone and she seemed very nice, so we chatted. She was a teacher who was visiting town for the weekend. She wanted to know if I was interested in visiting a traditional tea house nearby that she was hoping to check out. I said yes, but I was a little concerned. I'm a married man and I didn't want her to think I was going to be doing anything inappropriate, but it was all very friendly and relaxed. Anyway, we got tea and it was really great. I learned a lot about Chinese tea and had a lovely friendly conversation for an hour or so. The tea was tasty and the service was friendly. The bill came and it was pretty steep for a bunch of tea, about $40. Regardless, I paid my share and we said our goodbyes. I told someone else at work about the experience and they explained to me that this was a tourist scam. It's called a tea house scam. It was all a setup between the tea house and the woman who I went with. Presumably, she gets a cut from the profit from the visit. Oh, so they just like overcharge the tea for tourists. That's the whole scam, for like a bigger profit margin, and then they split it. Regardless, I don't regret it, though I feel a little foolish. I had a nice time, some lovely conversation, and I learned a lot about tea. The money was a lot, probably, but it was definitely worth it for both the experience and for the story about getting conned. Tourist scam for the win. Honestly, I imagine like, a tea tour or something back home would probably be more than $40. Like, it's still sort of a scam in the way that, you trick tourists and get them to buy stuff that is more expensive than it actually is, I suppose. But like, out of all the things I've seen on the subreddit, this is kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Someone tried to hack my dad's PC manually. What do you mean, like with a hammer and nail? Oh no, it's a literal USB stick. Brand new USB with a handwritten note, seems legit. Please protect your country and people. Very important. In parentheses. Taxpayer and university students should know the truth, then can
profit of your and our safety. Please don't pass to... What the frick?
This handwriting is awful, but that is absolutely wild. So they're like, please plug in this totally new USB because university students are counting on you for the safety of America. I want to know what's on the USB so bad. It could just be someone with schizophrenia, but it does sound like he was picked. I have never seen a scam like this, but I could see it working at least once or twice. I also do. If there is enough interest, I will risk it on the clean laptop and make a follow-up post with the results. Oh my god, there's a follow-up post! I am so excited. I can make this a cliffhanger. See it next week! Which is right now. Mysterious USB contents solved. Many of you have waited with great anticipation as to what the USB featured in my previous post contains. This is the same kind of feeling when you just binge watch a series instead of having to wait 1 week for each episode. You know, this is kind of the same feeling. I just got the update right away. I thank you for being patient as I have been unsure if it's worth risking it. A lot of pressure and arguments in the comments both ways. Above is a very small selection of the 1.63 gigabytes of propaganda, mostly in the form of PowerPoint presentations. No immediate death to my PC, nor virus warnings from the computer. What do you think? Delete, format for USB, or just destroy? Thanks for everyone's help on this. Do you want to scan and fix USB drive? Scan and fix, recommended. And here is all the files. Okay. Voice of America cut off. Please protect your country and people. Okay, this seems to be like PowerPoints made from some kind of conspiracy online group, to be honest. So the first thing is a picture of like a little puppy, and then we have a picture of a kid in like a really poor home, it looks like. And then we have PowerPoints that are awfully put together. This looks like something I would have made in 2001. We are a disadvantaged group in China. We don't belong to any political party. What does this have to do with blood money, Harvard University? This is wild. And here's just a bunch of random pictures with awful color choicing. It keeps going. Apparently, this is Jeffrey Epstein Island. Okay. Epstein had bizarre painting of Bill Clinton in dress, heels, and down. So what is this? This is just all over the place. Could have been kind of a unhingedly entertaining read if it wasn't so poorly formatted. What's with like the yellow text boxes? This gives me like 2002 web pages vibes. Jesus. Do people actually buy random USB sticks just to put this on them and dump them in like random people's bags and stuff? That is so wild. Like out of all the ways to spread like your conspiracy stuff or messages, this has to be one of the least efficient ones. This is wild. Like there are Facebook groups, you know, that do this kind of stuff, you know. How do I convince my brother there is no 20-year-old virgin girlfriend in Romania? Yeah, okay, you know, I've heard enough stories about people, for example, get together online because they want a passport or, you know, mail order brides or whatever. But this sounds really heckin' sus right off the bat, I'm not gonna lie. My 49-year-old brother has been chatting, I assume online, with someone that he believes to be a very hot, very young, very rich Romanian woman. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That is already so many red flags. Why would this lady be interested in your brother? A smoking hot supermodel 20-year-old who's already rich. Why would they seek out your 50-year-old brother? That is wild. He sent me pics, and there is no way she is real and or wants to be with him. He told me he doesn't have money, so I can't see the angle. That seems to be kind of weird, even if you want to go the route about like passport marriages and stuff like that. It still doesn't seem right, you know, it's weird. He's planning to visit her in the next couple of months and eventually move to Romania. Ah, I see, unless he has both his kidneys stolen the first trip, I suppose. As my husband says, can he really be that stupid? Yes he can. Edit, my brother is 59, not 49. Okay, that makes it even more wild. Sorry, bad math. I did a TinEye search with 0 results. My husband thinks the pics are AI or so photoshopped as to be unsearchable. Yeah, that might be the case, like swapping around some details and stuff to make it so you can't do reverse searches. Or they're just AI. You should be able to tell with some stuff in the background of the pictures. I'm so sad they aren't, like, attached here. I would love to dig into it. Small update. Here's the message I sent him after he sent me her real name. Even talking to her via Skype or Zoom can be fabricated. Or, you know, they just pay an actor. You know, that could also actually be a legitimate scam. You just have this one lady who does these kind of scam calls to people and just make them believe she's real, but it's just an actress asking you to send them money and send them a bunch of stuff or come visit, and then you just get robbed anyway, you know? Even if it isn't fabricated, it can still be shady. If you're dead set on meeting her, at least pick a neutral location like London. The likelihood of you being stranded there is lower. Best case scenario, you get your heart broken and lose all your money. Worst case scenario, you end up dead. If you decide to go through with this, do not ask me for money to bail you out. I also called dad and made sure brother can't access any of his money. That is so wild. I think with scenarios like this, people don't really think rationally. Even when we look at it from a third-party perspective, we can say how incredibly stupid this is. People get very easily sidetracked by hopeful things or escapism, and especially when someone comes from outside and be like, I can offer you all of this, and it's like a hot young partner, exciting, his money and everything. I remember reading the story of a random lady who got scammed by someone she thought was a famous actor. And of course, any person taking a step back and being a bit logical about it can be like, why would this actor reach out to this random woman? How would he even know that she existed? You know, it's absolutely wild. But of course, the victim doesn't think about it this way. They might be stuck in a bad life situation, or they're looking for escapism, or maybe it starts off as something innocent, but slowly the hope builds up and then they actually start believing it. It's pretty interesting, but I assume what these scammers do is they just do it to a crap load of people, and eventually someone is going to be in a vulnerable position where they actually believe it. So I hope this brother does get out of it, but it is pretty stupid. He really needs to take a step back and just detox from this. I don't even know what it is, trickery or brainwashing or whatever you want to call it. Take his phone away for a couple of days and make him see sense, God. Got this text from an unknown number in my area code who described what I was wearing.
Hello, Michael, would you like to earn $10,000 a month? I like your beanie, by the way, and your gray sweater is so cool. You should clean your shoes, by the way.
I had something similar to this happen once. Someone was being super creepy in text and sent me pictures of the license plate of my car. They vanished as quickly as they showed up, and I never heard any more from them. I mean, I suppose things like this could be really easy to do, right? I'm just thinking out loud here. Imagine, for example, if you have a open social media account and you post a selfie of the day featuring the clothes you have. And if you have any kind of real name attached to your social media, you can find the number quite easily and text something like this, making it seem that someone is actually stalking you, but they can probably find that information pretty much anywhere. And if you have your name out there, your phone number is going to be out there. It's just kind of internet safety. Of course, this could be someone that actually saw you in public, but this strikes me as more likely happening online, because it's simply more people that could do it, so statistically speaking, I would say it's the case. This person commenting, that seems like something that would happen IRL, because they actually had a picture of the license plate, so then they have to physically be there, you know? Around 2005, I used to drive around and find open Wi-Fi to do homework between classes, because the campus Wi-Fi sucked, and anytime I would find a new network printer, I would snap a picture of their house and print it with the caption, "I'm watching you." Such a PP move, and not the sort of thing I would ever do now. Oh my god, 2005 printer pranks. Jesus Christ, that's a throwback. Oh my god. I mean, of course, I have never done this. I was like 10 years old or whatever in 2005, but you know, it's something I have heard of, yeah. iPhone was stolen at a music festival, receiving multiple spam messages. Apple.pay.rc@icloud.com. Seems like a very legit address. Let's look into it, shall we? Apple Store Pay! Your iPhone 11 is trying to pay with Apple Pay in China to ensure the safety of your accounts. Please use Find My app to remove your Apple ID and cancel your payment method as soon as possible. This will unbind your Apple ID from another device. Apple support. That's not how it works. And like apple.pay.rc@icloud wouldn't be the address Apple sent anything from to begin with. This is such an obvious scam. I bought this phone off the black market. Your personal information, everything about you. All your information, including your phone number, address, everything will be cloned because your Apple ID is attached to your credit card. We sell our phones to people, maybe they steal your credit card. Oh yeah, this is that kind of thing where they're gonna try to make you panic. It's like, I'm intending to sell this stolen phone that is yours, and if I sell it to someone, maybe they will use your credit card, although I'm innocent, although I'm literally like threatening you and stuff. Seems legit. So I am telling you, you must remove it from my application. We will immediately restore factory settings and delete all your data to protect you from any loss. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Here's another address, Chester Caldwell B, 114@gmail.com. Also seems very legit. Real Apple emails have numbers in their name. So you go to find my removed device. I am sad. I still didn't remove it. My daughter is angry because she didn't go to school today. Why would she not go to school? Because you're trying to scam someone to like unleash their phone. I want to end myself now. Okay, you know what? Even playing like devil's advocate and being like, hey, maybe someone did mistakenly buy a stolen phone and somehow managed to do this. I really doubt they would send this. It's like, I am so sad because you won't unlock the phone I stole. My daughter didn't get to go to school for some reason, and I am not gonna jump off a bridge. Yeah, nah, scam galore, fam. I am so sad. Maybe I should sell it to someone else. I don't know what to do. Please help me remove it, okay? I am very sad now. This is an old iPhone I bought in a second-hand electrical appliance market in China, which I bought for my daughter, and now she can't go to school because of this phone. I am very sad. I regret buying an old iPhone because it is bound with your Apple ID. I cannot download the App Store. I went to find that business, but it's not open today. I'm really sad now. Would you please remove it before I do something bad? I will your family's God murder you all. Watch me, oh. And the police, they cannot help you. They will only take your statement. Oh, that's very, like, aggressive talk coming from someone who was moping about their daughter not going to school because of a locked iPhone. That's kind of a change of tone, isn't it? Oh, wait, this is a different email. Ayani Howley V64. That's like a tragedy name right there. Hell yeah. Your best option is to frickin' remove it now. I am angry now, not like when I was standing on the bridge with my non-schooled daughter 5 minutes ago. Now I'm mad. You're going to have N-words coming to your house Friday night, and I am going to do bad things to your family. I already told you what to do, and if you don't get it removed by the end of the day, Miami's gonna be looking for you. Miami is gonna be looking for you. You're gonna, like, recruit the whole region of Miami? Is that all the N-words in Miami is gonna come for you? That's a wild thing. That must be a translation error, right? This must be a translation error. There's no way, fam. Listen, I'm going to harass, wreck, and ruin your sad, stupid, low, pathetic life if it's not removed, you mindless peasant. I see. Yeah, because you're so powerful you can't even, like, unlock a stolen iPhone by yourself. Ooh, I am so scared what you're gonna do to my life. Oh, gee. You're going to be destroyed! I have, sent people away from this world, or far less than a frickin' phone before, and we will see if you value your life over this phone, so you know how serious this is. This is one of those copy pastas. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I have 7 billion confirmed kills. Jesus Christ, scammers are really starting to RP toxic Call of Duty kids. This is amazing. They use the exact same script every time, and here's a link to another post. Hold on. My stolen phone ended up in China. I assume the scammer is screwed. It's the same thing! ApplePay.zo@icloud.com. Apple security alert. Your iPhone has been jailbroken in China. Look at this. It's the exact same thing. It's even the same screenshots with the same little stupid red arrows. Yeah, these really are spam factories, aren't they? They send this to thousands and thousands of people hoping that at least one person will fall for it. That is wild. So I guess the scam is like steal phones and then threaten people to unlock them once the phone is far away enough that you can threaten people without consequence of like local police enforcement, I suppose. I guess that's sort of the idea, but it also means that the threats are incredibly empty because, you know, what are they gonna do? They're sitting on some spam call factory across the world. Good luck with that. I got hit by a Grindr scammer. A little context, I'm a gay man. I use Grindr to hook up with other guys, no big whoop. So me and this other guy were exchanging pics on Grindr and talking over the course of 2+ weeks. He was hot, had good communication skills, and his distance was less than 3 miles away. A hacked account. So after our 2 weeks of chatting and sending pics to each other, this person hit me with, I have all your pictures, and if you don't send me $3,000, I'm going to expose you to blah 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 blah. You've seen the whole routine before. I replied, go ahead, fool. I am 58 years old and everyone knows about me. Shite, half my friends and family have seen my nude pics. Here, I'll send you some more. Which, of course, I didn't do. The individual said he had all my social media account info, which he didn't. Yeah, that's very similar to like when bank scammers try to get you to send them money. Send me all your money right now. I have full access to your bank account, but I still can't just send the money to myself even though I just threatened I have full access. But that's beside the point. Don't call me on my bluff. He also said he had my address. I never gave it to him. Nothing ever came of this. I never blocked him. In fact, I kept messaging him, asking him, where you at, bro? Let's hook up. Want some more pics? He eventually blocked me. You just harass the scammer to the point they block you. That is some kind of power move. Oh, yes, indeed. Moral of the story. I just read the story about this high school all-star kid are no longer with us over something like this. Don't fall for it. If you get threatened by one of these idiots, don't panic. Reverse their scam back to them. Tell them, go ahead, send the poo to my relatives, go ahead, send it to my boss. Change your social media passwords and move on. Please don't play into fear. That's how they win. And please don't do anything drastic to yourself over this stupidity. That is so tragic that people lose so much, even their lives, over this kind of scam stuff. I usually joke about that if something like this ever happened to me, like as a public figure, you know, which means that a lot of people are gonna see it, I would just use it as an excuse to like speed launch an OnlyFans or something and just cash in for a month or do a charity thing with it and then just delete it after a month. Just to like do the ultimate power move. Oh yeah? You're gonna threaten with leaking my nudes? I'm just gonna make money, you little birch. Of course, I would still prefer not to, obviously, but if push came to shove, that would be like the ultimate power move. Because honestly, I'm a grown man. I'm quite old now. A lot of comments are gonna say I'm not, which, thank you, by the way. But, like, half the population have the same private parts as I do. Like, it ain't that freaking deep, fam. Like, who cares? So, I think in these kind of cases, take it easy, and keep in mind that even if they do have your stuff, which 99% of the time is a fucking lie, but even if they do, it's not like your family is gonna cut you off because of it. Like, oh, here is a picture of a family member's butt. Haha. So what? I've seen most of my family members, but I'm Swedish. I go to the sauna with my family. Like, bruh. So I think that's important to keep in mind. Like, everyone has a nude body, and you getting hacked and threatened for them to send it to people you know isn't really the threat they think it is, and you shouldn't take it as such. Doesn't make it okay, that's not the point, to downplay it, but for your own sake, you shouldn't worry about it, because no one in your surrounding is actually gonna cut you off because a scammer sent your nude cheeks to them, you know? So don't let it get to you. That's a very important message, and 99% of the time, they're full of poo anyway. We see panicked posts regarding sextortion here almost daily. Obviously, it's a very effective scam. Sometimes they throw in an angle that the scamming account actually belongs to a minor, and the scam victim is now in trouble with the law. Yeah, that's another aspect they will use. Very much like the first post we read out in this video. It's very much something to stress you out and make you feel like something is more serious than it actually is. Like multiple angles, and it's very time-threatened. If you don't send the police $3,000 right now, you're gonna get arrested in 15 minutes, you know. That's not how real-life cases work. It's very easy to get caught up in it, especially if you haven't experienced any kind of legal stuff in the past, because most people haven't. Most people don't know. But it's very important to know that if someone is trying purposefully to stress you out, 99% of the time they're a scammer. Today, this sub saved me from a scam. Reply to your story.
Hello, are you available for commissioning drawing art?
Oh, definitely, yeah. What would you like? Here are some examples of my art, by the way.
I would like you to draw this for me in your style, picture of kitty.
Do you want it fully shaded and with a background?
How much is it gonna cost? Yes, I've nabbed it.
Fully shaded plus background is $20-25, depending on how long it takes me.
Well, I am so much in love with your artwork. You can take your time, okay?
Okay, I will send you the sketch when I finish it to make sure you like the pose, and then I will finish it. Might take about 1 to 3 days.
It's okay. When I saw your post and your artwork, I was so impressed that I'm willing to support your artwork a bit, okay?
Oh, thank you so much. Do you want the cat to be human or a cat, lol? It's already giving me weird vibes, you know? When someone is talking too much than either necessary or in terms of pleasantries, it usually goes down the road they're trying to overcomplicate things and then try to scam you. Whenever something feels too complicated or too much text with too little information, scam.
Yes, it's okay. Did you make use of PayPal account?
I will send you my PayPal after I finish the sketch, and you are sure you like it.
It's not mean anything, okay? Just give me your PayPal email, okay?
Oh, they're already pushing for the PayPal address. Okay, I think I know what scam this is. This is the same kind of scam when they're gonna send you money accidentally and ask you to reimburse portions of it and be like, oh my god, I sent $50 too much. Can you send me those $50 back? And then you send the money back, but then they reverse the whole payment and all of a sudden you're $50 short. That's gonna be the scam. I'm calling it. My price depends on the sketch mostly, so I will just send you the PayPal after, okay? You will play after the sketch is finished, and then I will continue after you pay. So here's the sketch. Here it is, plus base color. Tell me anything you want to change and I will.
Oh wow, I love it!
Here's the drawing. I will send you my PayPal today. Sorry for the wait.
Yes, it's okay. What's your PayPal email to make your payment? ? 0?
Hold on, here's my PayPal.
What's your full name on your PayPal account?
This is my name.
Is this you? Don't worry about money, okay, buh? Just did good work for me, okay?
Yes, it's me. Oh yeah, that's also like a dead giveaway scam when someone keeps telling you like, don't worry about the money, don't worry about the money, when you know you already have the address and the commission fee and everything. If it really was no issue with the money, you would already have sent it. Takes 2 minutes.
Don't worry about money, okay?
They repeat again instead of just sending payment.
You just did good work for me. Wait for your payment to complete.
All right, how long does it take for it to complete? You've sent $300. $300 circled in red.
I just sent you the $300 now, and it has been deducted from my PayPal account. Check your email box for confirmation email from PayPal.
Oh yeah, and they're definitely gonna send you a fake email as well. I have seen this in other contexts where someone will try to do this, send you money, and then you also receive a fake email from another address with like typically an address that looks like it could be from PayPal, but if you cross-reference it with a real domain, it's not gonna be real.
It's complete now, okay?
Why $300? Was that a mistake?
No, just make sure you did good work for me. Have you received your payment now? Have you got it now? Because I'm also receiving an email from PayPal, okay?
Yeah, this is such a scammer. I haven't got it.
Here is the picture of email inbox.
This sounds like a scam. I don't know, man. It's a screenshot of that email.
Oh, is this what you got from PayPal?
Yeah.
Did you read this clearly and understand the instructions you were given to follow?
Scam! Yeah, and it sounds like a scam. Because it is.
No, it's not a scam. Huh? Question mark? Did you read the instructions? I got a similar notification from PayPal also. That money can't be credited into your account at this time because your account has a limit. They mentioned that I have to send an additional $200 to upgrade your account limit to business account.
You see, this is what I mean. Whenever stuff gets complicated, past like one step, sometimes there can be one technical issue. But when something keeps getting so complicated, like complication after complication after complication over something so simple as a $20 commission over PayPal, they are definitely a scammer trying to confuse and dribble around. And also, I'm not sure what the limits nowadays are on PayPal, but I remember hitting some sort of limit on a PayPal account I had way back in the day when I started doing YouTube. And the limit I hit was something like, I don't know, a couple of $1,000 or something. It wasn't this kind of stuff and not for an established verified account.
Can you be honestly with me now? That's rich.
We encountered a little problem creating your account. You received a payment, $300 from Lizzie. So this is the full email screenshot. You are to contact the sender of your account, Lizzie, the sender of your account. Okay, that's a wild sentence for this. To send additional payment of $200 to your account to expand your account limit. As soon as this is done, the total sum of $500 will be credited to your account. This is the email I got. Wait, so you're gonna send more money. You're not gonna go to PayPal or talk to support or verify it with, for example, a real bank card or anything like that, or verify identities or whatever PayPal might need. Now, instead, you're just gonna keep sending random amounts of money between accounts. That's not how any of this works.
Did you understand, okay?
Nah, you know what? You can just have the drawing for free. This is too scammy.
So you are promising me now that once I send you the $200 additional fee that you're going to refund it back to me, right?
That's where the scam comes in. So then you refund the whole $500 or whatever, or just the $200 or something like that, and then it all gets refunded. That is so scammy. It's not even just scamming them for like a free commission. It's just scamming them for like 10 times what the commission costs. That sucks. No, I will not. Do not send me any money. Okay, you got that?
So are you promising me now that when I send you the $200 additional fees that you're now gonna refund it back to me, right?
No, I won't. OP, watermark your artwork before payment is received. That is a good one. A big, thick watermark that can't be easily edited out for anything that isn't paid for yet. This, I used to slap a giant unpaid label across the main part of the image with a slight transparency, so you can still see the detail underneath still. I laughed every time someone got overly pissed off about it. It was kind of a giveaway that they would be pissed off about it because it means they never intended to pay in the first place. Otherwise, there is no reason to be upset. Got another save today. Lady came in a little rushed, asking where the Apple cards were. After showing her, I noticed she's on her phone with a messaging app in clear view. She was looking at different cards amounts and appeared to be doing some mental math. As politely as I could, I said, I noticed you're in a text conversation with someone, and if they're telling you to buy them a large amount of Apple gift cards for any reason, it's pretty certainly a scam. She said it seemed weird and she was actually trying to buy something on Facebook Marketplace. And the other person started trying to get her to pay via Zelle, huge red flag, and then said they could take the Apple gift cards and they would add them to their Zelle. I told her Zelle was a favorite of scammers and that they don't take Apple cards, and that Zelle was for transferring cash between known people. I told her she was best to pay cash in person, in daylight, in a public place like a police station. She told me about other irregularities as she was talking to them, and I told her I was sorry she had to find out that she wasn't getting the item she wanted, but that it was undoubtedly a scam. She thanked me as she left without the cards, and wiser for better online shopping. So yay for another small victory. Honestly, this is kind of nice. If we could properly reimburse people for this kind of stuff, an additional task for people working in the kiosks and stuff where they have gift cards would be to have like a basic scam training and just keep a lookout for example elderly ladies coming in and getting scammed with this stuff. Because I've seen this repeated so often where like a grandma will get a text from a granddaughter asking for like some money or something because they're in trouble and they want these gift cards. That would be so good. I guess the workday is too busy to always catch it, but like it's amazing to see when it happens. That is so cool. Did I finally fall for a scam? Express Dispatch USA. That text is just edited on top. It's not even well done. What? Was being shipped an item from the United States that I bought off of Facebook from a real and well-reviewed guy. He shipped it with Express Dispatch USA. Or even sometimes when people are well rated, so to say, it can be either botted or it can be that they scam people off platform. I had this happen on eBay once. I was buying some Pokemon cards. This was way back in the day. This is like 10 years ago. And I only wanted a portion of the listing he had on eBay. He was like a trusted seller, you know, tons of reviews from actual legit people. And he convinced me to send him just a portion of the payment via PayPal to get that portion of the listing, which of course was stupid by me. I didn't know how PayPal worked back then. And I remember, I think he requested the payment as a personal transaction and not a payment. So PayPal wouldn't dispute it after I found out he never actually shipped the thing. So sometimes people will have like a legitimate storefront, but they will still kind of trick people on the side if they can. So very scummy, something important to look out for. Just because something is a trusted store doesn't mean you should ever trust them to go other routes, you know? I started getting emails where they asked for a refundable insurance payment, then a refundable stamp fee, then a refundable ORMD form fee, each time saying they just needed that payment and they would deliver the package. I said I wasn't going to send any money and they threatened to take me to court. Court over what? If it actually is a legitimate fee, the only thing that would happen is they don't send the package. Like, it's not illegal, you know? They also sent this image as proof they were ready to deliver my package. It's just a picture of a random truck. And they couldn't even take a legitimate truck picture, like a UPS truck from freaking Google Images. They had to like poorly Photoshop text on top of it that doesn't even match the truck. Oh my god, that's so dumb. Is Express Dispatch USA real, or am I definitely being scammed? Please don't berate me for being an idiot, I am extremely well aware. Sorry up, it's a scum. Yours is actually better because you even vaguely attempted to match the angle. That's true, yeah. It's slightly better. Hell yeah. Well, laddies, lasses, and lassos, I do hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed having you here today. And maybe we raised just a little bit more awareness of scams in the world, because my god, are they common. I can't tell you how many like scammy emails I dig through as a YouTuber every day. Luckily, they're pretty easy to recognize, but my god, the amount is just, phew, it's like waterfall some days. Anyway, thank you all so very much and have an amazing rest of your day, because you do indeed deserve it. Take care. Mwah.